What's up, YouTube? I am back with another video. This video today is going to be on the definition of colorist, culture appropriation and misappropriation, myths on weaves, and just all around the things that most people are not educated on when it comes to an African American woman who wears weave, the natural features of an African American woman, what the term colorist really means, because I see YouTubers that are calling other YouTubers colorists and racist when I don't think they are clear on what being a colorist is, and what is really considered being a racist. And I think it's different for all nationalities, but what a colorist is not is an African American person who makes the statement, oh, I don't want to be around, I ain't going to be bothered with this white person, or I don't want to be in the room with these white people, or I don't want to, I'm not entertaining this person because they are Caucasian. That's not being a colorist. The average, and I'm not going to say 100% all, because I can't speak for all African Americans or blacks, whichever you want to be called or identify with. I can't speak for the entire black community, but I can speak for a very large percentage. If a black person makes that statement, it's not because of the color of your skin. They're not jealous of you because you are Caucasian or your skin is white. They're making that statement because of the American history with blacks and whites from 400 years ago until current. So I think often people call other people racist, not really knowing, or colorist. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin, especially in the biracial community. Not all the time, unless you inform people that you are biracial, not all the time people can identify you as a biracial person. I have friends who are biracial that are mixed, black and white, and by their skin tone, complexion, unless they let people know that they are biracial, nobody would assume. They would think that they are just black people. I also have friends and family who are mixed with Hispanic and Caucasian, that you don't see any black features. You can't tell that they are a biracial person. So being a colorist is within your own nationality. When you put a lighter skin tone black woman against a darker skin tone black woman, and you glorify the lighter skin tone by saying that she's pretty and the darker skin person is not, or Hollywood wants to only cast lighter skinned black women, or just within your own community, you put a lighter skinned person above the darker skin or brown skinned woman. That is being a colorist. Not a black person saying, oh, I don't want to be bothered with a white person. That's not being a colorist. That is because of the history in America. Now, if you have black women who don't like lighter skinned women, especially darker skinned women, they're being colorists because of the color of your skin. And they'll make comments, oh, you think you all that because you're lighter skinned, or lighter skinned women are shown more favoritism or more desirable because they are lighter skinned. That's being a colorist. Lighter skinned women doing the same thing to darker skinned women. Oh, I don't think darker skinned women are attractive, or darker skinned women are ugly. That's being a colorist, not making a statement. Anybody out there making statements that, even with the president of the United States, with the Muslims, he don't dislike the Muslims because of the color of their skin. So he can be considered a colorist if that was the case. Anybody not wanting to be around a certain race of people, or saying, I don't want to hear anything that this person got to say, or I don't want to be bothered with this person because they're Hispanic, it has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It is the history. It is some type of history that the person has had. For me, as an African American woman, when I get pulled over by the police, I'm automatically, if the police officer is white, I am going to lean my entire body out of my car. It's not because I'm intimidated by the color of his skin. It is the history in America right to this day. Okay, so let's move on from being a colorist. Being a colorist is judging people by their skin tone, and it is done outside of your community, within your community. It's putting the lighter skin tone, and I think all nationalities go through this, because even in the Asian community, I work for a Korean company. The lighter skinned Korean women are treated better than the darker skinned Korean women, and this is why bleaching is so common nowadays, because people get a better treatment. Even in Jamaica, women are treated differently if they are a lighter skin tone. That's being a colorist, not making a statement, I don't want to be bothered with you, or I don't want to be around you, or I don't want to hear anything you got to say because you are Caucasian, Hispanic, Latino. That's not being a colorist. Once again, let's move on to the myths. The myths about black women in weave. Black women in weave, and I am speaking for the masses of black women. Black women are very fashionable people. We create the fashion trends, from hair to style. We have always been very fashionable people. My mom used to always make a statement. You can always look like $1 million. You don't have to look like what your bank account is. So how we look is very important to us. And weave. We do not wear weave because we want to identify with another race. Weave is no more than a hat to a black woman. Please understand that. I need for you guys to really understand that, because I hear so many people and I read so many comments in the comparison that you have white women hair, and I'm going to get to that. Black women do not wear weave because we want to replicate another race. Weave to a black woman is no more than a hat or a dress. It is a part of fashion. It is a fashion statement. It is being able to change the style of your hair to make your hair look different with your personality. That's all weave is. Nobody wears weave to try to manipulate people's minds to make them assume it is their real hair. That's not the truth. So the myth about black women wanting to be a culture vulture or misappropriate anyone's culture. Weave is not used for that. Weave is convenient. Not only is it convenient, it is a fashion statement. And see, I'm old enough to remember times that a black woman wearing their natural hair, you couldn't get jobs. So weave became a way of life. And there are still companies right to this day that does not allow braids, dreads, natural froze. So weave is a fashion statement. It's nothing more than a black woman putting on a hat, putting on a dress. It's a fashion statement. It's not misappropriating someone's culture. So let me break down why African American women are not misappropriating Caucasian women. Number one, African American women do not buy European hair. The hair that African American women buy are Indian, or they call it Brazilian or Cambodian hair. The hair comes from China, number one. But the the type of hair that most African American women weave their hair with, it is not European hair. Never. No African American woman is going and buying European hair. From the time weave was created, European hair was not the hair that African American women weave, braided, sew in, wigs. It's not European hair. It is Indian hair. And if you look at the Indian people and you look at their skin tone, Indian people are not remotely close to being identical to a Caucasian person. So black women are not trying to replicate the hair of a white woman or a Caucasian woman, or however you want to put it. Black people are not trying to identify with Caucasian women. They are wearing Indian hair. They are wearing hair from China, which a lot of the hair is probably just mixed up hair from people that are selling their hair in China. So the hair vendors that are shipping hair and the wigs and the weaves that people are buying, it is not from European women. It is strictly from Indian women. And in my opinion, Indian women have the most beautiful hair in the world. And even in India, they face colorism. Like, they want to be a lighter skin tone. But at the end of the day, get the myth out of your head that black women wear weave to misappropriate the culture of Caucasian women. No, black women wear Indian hair, and weave is nothing more than a fashion statement. It is just like changing your dress. If I could change my hair every day, if I had a wig for every outfit, I would wear it. It is a fashion statement. It's nothing more than that. It does not change who we are. And I'm speaking for the masses. Lastly, this is a question that I want to ask the YouTube family. Who misappropriate whose culture the most? Okay, you have black women all around the world that bleach. They're not bleaching to look or be Caucasian. They're bleaching to look like a lighter skinned black woman for whatever reasons that it is a preference in those countries. It is a preference even here in the United States as far as movie roles, the industry. That's one thing. Weave. I've already explained why black women wear weave. So those are two things that African American women are known to do. And let me explain the type of weave that I have. This hair that I have is African hair, and I have braids in my hair. These are individual braids. I wear braids in the summertime because they're convenient. I can work out. I can shampoo them. This is not Indian or Caucasian hair. And when I first started using this hair, is called African Expressions. When I first started using this hair, I got it directly from Nigeria. But now China is making the hair, selling it in beauty supply stores. So it's coming from China now. And the texture of the hair and everything is completely different from when I first started braiding my hair with this hair. So this is not European hair. This is African hair. This hair was, the first time I ever used it was directly, my Nigerian friend would bring me the hair directly from Nigeria, and most people who wear box braids or the really long braids, they use the same type of hair. Now, getting to the culture appropriation. And are we losing, this is a question, are we losing our true identity as black women? Braids. Braids is African art. It is part of the black culture. It is African art. It started in Africa, and most African American or black women, however you want to identify, got their hair braided as a child. I don't never not remember ever not getting my hair braided, okay? Braids is part of the black culture. It is who we are. It's not something that we do. It's who we are. I'm sure black American families all around the world got somebody in their family who can braid hair. It is a very natural thing. It is our art. It's nobody else's art. Back in the day, because I'm not a spring chicken, a black woman in braids was called ghetto. Now that the Kardashians / Jenners and everybody else wear braids, it is now fashion. So, are we losing our identity as African American women? Is the culture misappropriation being the face of African American women? Are we losing our identities? Are young girls going to grow up wanting to be or wanting to look like somebody in the industry and not realizing that their natural features belong to them? Okay, so black women are bleaching, black women are wearing weave. On the other hand, these lips, you see, are naturally my lips. I was born with these lips. Now that big lips are a trend, I am not a part of the trend, and no other woman with natural big lips in the black community are a part of the trend. We are the trend. These big lips are now being imitated, duplicated, replicated, and it is a billion-dollar industry of people profiting off of the natural features of black women, but they don't use black women in any type of advertisement. If you see any type of lip gloss ad, you see any type of lipstick ad, you see any type of ad showing a lipstick that makes your lips look bigger, why don't you see black women? These are the natural features of a lot of black women. I went from being, and big lips haven't always been something that's glorified. And it's crazy how people can go and buy fake lips and get praised and worshiped, and it now become a trend where everybody wants them. They can make millions of dollars off of it, but don't even know the history. The average woman walking around born with big fat lips, big sexy lips, were teased their entire life, from called a monkey to a baboon to you name it. Now I went from being called every name in the book to being questioned if my lips are real. So I have to now defend the fact that these are my natural lips, because the world sees fake lips as a representation of what's natural for a black woman. So are we losing our identity? High cheekbones. This is my natural face, my natural cheeks. I was born with these. Women are imitating and duplicating this right here. But the world don't see natural women with high cheekbones and big lips. We are not the face of our own features. So are we losing our identity? Why is it okay for somebody to misappropriate our natural features and make millions of dollars off our natural faces? And for cosmetic companies to not use us in ads, but they imitate us. What's replicated off a black woman is her lips, her cheeks, her ass, her hips. And if another black woman goes and get lip injections, she's only doing what's in her own culture. She's not going and buying somebody else's features. Our features are replicated worldwide, but the sad part about it, plastic surgeons don't credit our features to us. Plastic surgeons credit our features to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian's face is the face to have, but Kim Kardashian's face is a replica of black women. Their bodies is a replica of black women. So are we going to lose our identity, and people all over the world are going to see fake lips as opposed to big lips? Why is it okay for cosmetic companies to imitate us, replicate us, but not use us as advertisements? Why are we not in the commercials? Why are 13 and 14-year-old black girls happy to have big lips like Kylie Jenner when this is our natural feature? These are our natural cheekbones. Cheekbones do not stay up like this. They go down, they go up. So at the end of the day, it's culture misappropriation taking away the true identity of black women. And why aren't the face of a black woman the face that the world sees? Why do we allow people to come in and steal our features, profit off them, and be the face that the world, I'm sorry, I got it broken now, be the face that the world sees? So outside of the US, who's getting the praise for big lips? It's not a black woman. These are my natural lips. These are my natural cheekbones. There's a whole big lip, and there's black women with big lips even bigger than mine. There's a whole big lip girl community out here that understands the pain that they've gone through their entire life by being called every name in the book, and now we have to see our features on everyone else. People are making millions of dollars off our features, but we're not even the face of our own features. So it's like you can't trademark your face. I looked it up. You can't trademark your features. You can't copyright them. So it's okay that we allow everyone else to steal from us. Everything is only great about my natural features when they are injected into somebody else's face. Now big lips are a trend. I've been had big lips all my life, and I'm a grandmother. So I get to log on to social media and every other platform and see the world praising somebody that have lip injections, and people are telling me, asking me who did my work. I don't have any work. This is my real face. Black women with big lips all over the world. Are we losing our identity 10 years from now? Who's going to know that braids is our culture? Who's going to know that big lips is a true feature of a black woman? Who's going to know that high cheekbones are a feature, a natural feature of a black woman? Who's going to know that big booties is a natural feature of a black woman? And how do we get our face our lips as the advertisement for big lips. I don't have a problem with people enhancing their features, people getting plastic surgery. I have a problem with the misappropriation of the culture, profiting off the culture, not crediting the culture, and not allowing natural big lip women to be the face in ads, to be in commercials. We have in 2019, the entire world thinks that a Kardashian or a Jenner or somebody else is the natural face of a black woman. Her lips are what we are. We are now the replica of other people. So I really need the comments on this, because at the end of the day, there are so many beautiful women out there with natural big lips, but you're not getting the credit for it. Nobody is praising you. I was once a monkey. Now my lips, and I'm going to do a video collage of the replication of the faces, and I'm going to post it on YouTube so you can actually see the work that plastic surgeons are doing. And I actually had a plastic surgeon tell me that he wouldn't make any money if he replicated my features. And I'm going to post who the doctor is and the exact features that he is injecting in somebody else's face. So if you would be out of business, you still don't even credit. Who features are you replicating? And who misappropriate the cultures the most? Black women in weave and bleaching. Other nationalities going and buying a butt, hips, cheeks, lips, tanning. Who's really misappropriating whose culture? And black women, are we going to allow our features to be replicated and for people to make profit off of something that you are naturally born in, but your face is not the face for your own features? Nobody is putting your lips on a lipstick commercial. Nobody is advertising your lips in ads. It's fake lips, lipstick, lip gloss all over the world, and people are making millions off of the natural features of black women, but we're not making the money off of it. Why aren't we the face for our own features? And are we losing our identity? And when are we going to speak on or speak up or raise hell about the fact that this is natural to us? How much more of our face will be stolen before we actually, how much more of our features will be stolen and praised on somebody else before we start speaking on it? Should our children, should our young daughters not know the true history of where braids come from? Or should your daughter not know that those big lips is natural in our community? Your cheekbones is natural. You don't have to want to grow up and look like somebody who is buying those features because they are the face. Why aren't we the face for our own features? And at the end of the day, once again, colorism is not a black woman or Hispanic woman or a Caucasian woman saying, oh, I don't want to be around these black people. That's not colorism. Colorism is defining people, insulting people, and making people feel less than because they are a darker skin tone, and praising lighter skin tone. Big lips is a natural feature for black women. Why aren't we the face of big lips? High cheekbones is a natural feature for black women. Why aren't we the face that is being replicated? Why aren't our real features being promoted and praised? And how long, or if you guys even feel that it is a problem, How long will we allow our face to be replicated and for other people to profit off of it and not even use our features or us to promote what big lips really are? Especially if you got big lips and you were born with them, then you understand the history that goes behind having big lips. Big lips haven't always, to men, yeah, of course, men have always loved big lips. I've never had a man insult my lips. Never. But I've had other nationalities and women constantly insult my lips to turn right around and go purchase the same thing that they badmouthed me about. I've been called a monkey all my life, and now in 2019, big lips, to have big lips is the sexiest thing in the world. If you look up on IG or Facebook, any plastic surgeon's office that are doing lip enhancements and cheeks and structures, you will see your lips being injected into somebody else's face, and people are making millions off of what naturally belonged to you. Now, I need for all of my natural big lip women to email me, and we're going to bombard the internet, and I don't know who I need to contact, but at the end of the day, cosmetic lines, if they're going to advertise big lips, they need to use natural big lips. We need to be the face for our own features. Please like, share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. It don't take but a second to subscribe to my channel, because after 1,000 subscribers, I can go live, because I would love to be able to go live to engage with my subscribers, to have one-on-one conversations. I'd like for you guys to email me your lip pictures, because we're going to bombard the internet. The world needs to see real features. Should nobody else be taking credit for what is naturally on our face? We should be we should be in lipstick ads. We should be in lip gloss ads. If you're going to promote big lips, promote it using real big lips. I don't have a problem with lip enhancements. I have a problem with the fact that natural big lip young girls, young women, older women are not the face of our own natural features. Once again, hit that subscribe, like, share. Even if you don't like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, my Cash App is the Jezebel Show, $ the Jezebel Show. Donate if you'd like to see more videos. And once again, I need for all the big lip natural women to email me your pictures, because I am campaigning and getting into and